So I'm about halfway through checking the line here on day number 4, and I've only got one possum. And I pull up on this spot, and this one here messes up the whole theory a little bit, but it looks like just a whole family of them came through, so glad I had the traps out. But we've got a quad. One here. One here. He's actually working on getting that stake about halfway out of the ground. And I've got one there, one there. This is one of the things that I've been noticing on this year's trap line is the difference in the age of the raccoons and the sex of the raccoons. Last year, 80% were mature females, big old coons. This year, it's exactly the opposite of that. It's probably over 90% like year-old, what I would call 1-year-old raccoons, and mostly males, which kind of goes along with the theory of you implement a trapping program, you remove that population, you create a void, and over time, which we're now a year post my first trapping program, and it's a bunch of the younger males that are probably getting kicked out of their own home range or where they were born. And we've got a ton of land. I guarantee you this is not an isolated population incident here that we have. Probably thousands of acres surrounding this is the same saturated population. I'd be a fool not to think that more aren't going to eventually move back in. But I think what we have done is we have knocked out that saturation, and we're doing it. So the first year we knocked out the saturation. Now we come back in, we're taking out the transients, or the ones that are moving back in, but we're doing it at the right time. Technically I'm a little bit late, but I've seen hens on nests here in west central Illinois in late June. So even if these raccoons that I'm trapping right now, even if they have already raided a nest or messed a nest up, hopefully that hen will re-nest and we can get that second go around. Like I said in the first video, I just wanted to wait to do this trapping program to match the dates with when I did it last year. You know, now that I've got 2 years of data and 2 years of education, maybe I'll move it forward, you know, a couple weeks or 3 weeks or a month next year. And going forward, we'll definitely try to just, we're mainly here to help out the turkeys. We're here to help the farmer out so the raccoons aren't digging up the seed corn and the seed beans when they plant them. And they also like to ride down a bunch of corn later in the summer when it goes into making an ear. So this is day number 4. We're halfway through the line. Like I said, I've had one possum, and now we've got a 4-pack of raccoons in one spot. So this will skew today's catch rate a little bit, maybe, unless the backside is empty. We don't know, but I'll update you here in just a minute when I get to the end of the line. All right, so we just finished up check day number 4. We've got 6. We got 5 raccoons, 1 possum. Just for transparency reasons, I am trapping in my grandma and grandpa's yard. And we've got 2 raccoons and a possum there. Yesterday I had 7 in the yard, but they're not going on the pile from the bottom. I definitely want to keep those things separate just because I want to see true numbers. Anyway, slight uptick from yesterday. Yesterday we had 5. I wouldn't call this alarming because 4 of these came from one spot. We had a quad, and then we had 2 singles. So still kind of treading water, staying the same. But we did have a little bit cooler weather last night as well. I will say that. We didn't have a weather front, but it was like high 40s, which is 10 degrees cooler than it has been. So everything's reset, rebaited, waiting on check day number 5. We're almost halfway through, and I don't think we're going to make 50%. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I don't think we're going to make 50% of what we caught last year by the time we get to day number 10. So here we go.